She's back!
I'm back.
Woo!
Yep. Almost didn't survive.
Almost didn't survive. Wow. Holy moly.
I got home and I came down with the sickness. But here I am. So if I sound nasty and funny and gross, it's 'cause I
Holy
am.
moly. Yeah. Yeah.
Back from the Dinosaur adventures.
Holy moly. Cheers.
Cheers.
And welcome to the bar, everyone.
Welcome to the bar.
We realize that this is episode 100.
100. Wow.
We are going to be doing 100 of these. That's pretty
I
cool.
feel like we should have planned something.
Well, I wrote a little poem.
You wrote that poem a long time ago.
I just wrote it 5 minutes ago
I
upstairs.
swear it's in one of my cards that you've given me. Maybe it's different. Anyway.
Roses are red, violets are blue. You're back in town, I'm back in town, and it's good to see you.
Aww. Yay. It's not what I thought it was.
See, it's a different one. I wrote this 5 minutes ago upstairs. I just wrote this.
I'm a terrible person.
I just wrote this. What'd you assume it was? Did you assume it was another one?
Yeah, I forget.
Oh, okay.
I think I missed the middle part, which is the part that's different.
It's funny because I wrote it, and as I was saying it, I actually just changed a little something. So there you go. I made it different than what I wrote. I wrote, "We're back in town, and it's good to see you." So I kind of changed that a little bit as I was reading it. But both ways
I like
works.
that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roses are red, violets are blue. We're back in town, and it's good to see you.
It's good to see you, too.
It's good to see you. Yeah, we've been out of town, and it's good to get out of town, though.
I was way out of town.
Yeah, it's good to get out of town.
I looked, and it was a total distance of 1,632 miles.
Wow, that's a lot of distance.
Yeah.
That's a lot of distance. That's a
Yeah.
lot of miles.
Yeah. It was a lot. It felt a lot longer on the way back than
Fair.
it did on the way there.
Okay. So one way felt a lot longer than the other way.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Weird how that goes.
Yep.
No, it's cool. I went out of town and I chilled and kind of enjoyed my time close to a lake by water. Isn't it so peaceful on the soul when you get out there by water?
Yeah.
And you're just chilling and you're just, part of nature and you're just the bush. You're just in the bush. I find to me it's just so good for the soul to be out there in the bush.
In nature in general.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, I wasn't out in the bush, but...
No,
I
but you were
was
still
out
in a nature-esque area.
in buttfuck nowhere.
In nature-esque area, yeah.
Yeah. And there was a river.
Mm.
There was a river
Okay.
that I did stop at because you go over the bridge to the other side of the town. The place I was at, by the way, is called Thermopolis
Cool.
in Wyoming.
That's cool.
And if y'all haven't been there, go, because it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful people. Beautiful fun.
She was showing me pictures of this place, and it looks like a really neat place
They got
to
really
check
unique
out.
rocks.
That's sweet.
Yeah, and it's a funny
cool.
thing, and this just goes to show you the kind of people that live in this town and why these people are my jam.
That's cool.
So, on one of the big hill faces, you see a big T, and it's bright white, and it sticks out like a sore thumb because the rest of the rocks are rusty and red colored. So I asked one of the people there how the T got there, why it's just a T. Does it stand for Thermopolis?
Yeah.
And apparently what happened is it was a prank by kids. So they somehow got up there in the middle of the night and made this ginormous T, and the town just said, you know what, that's fucking cool, we're gonna leave it.
So some kids pranked the town, but they turned out to be so cool that they just left it.
Yep.
Nice. So it was a giant letter T.
Giant
and they
letter
just put
T.
it up there.
Yeah.
So it was a prank by some kids, but it ended up being a cool thing, and then they just left it.
Yeah, I'm like,
That's
I love
so
that.
neat. I love that too. That's
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool how a prank can actually turn out to just end up being a cool thing that sticks around like that.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
really
it's pretty
sweet.
cool.
That's really sweet.
Yeah,
For
so to
sure.
get to the other side of the town, you have to cross over the river.
Mm-hmm.
Some places you cross the tracks, other places you cross the river.
Cool, man.
Cross the river. So I was just standing on the bridge and looking over the river, and there's like trees and
Yeah.
buzzards and stuff. It was pretty.
That's sweet. That's sweet. How long do you think that river was from one end to another? Does it run like
I don't know.
just runs through the whole town, kind of, or?
No, not really.
Did you notice anybody canoeing or kayaking in it up and down?
It was
or?
really rough.
Oh, it was fast moving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think you would be able to maybe kayak or canoe down this river, or maybe not?
I don't know.
Maybe if you were an expert at kayaking, maybe, or something?
I don't know. It looked like there was a lot of undercurrent. So.
Okay, cool.
But there must be something because at one of their little local stores, the grocery store,
Yeah.
they were selling kayaks. So
Well, okay. Well, then you probably take it out there.
there's probably somewhere that
Yeah.
you can kayak.
Or if not on that river, maybe somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, I did some kayaking myself. And I was kayaking up and down the lake, and I kayaked all around the islands. I didn't pick any blueberries there because the blueberries weren't ready yet. But I did go pick some blueberries not that long ago, and around here there's some good crops out now. So I did go do some blueberry picking. I was out there just being part of nature, and it was great. It's amazing. It's just amazing to be out there and just disconnecting from things and just going out and being part of nature and enjoying the things that it has to offer, like kayaking and whatever else, That's what I love anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, it felt nice to be in a small place
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
just around a lot of nature
Mhm.
and
It's true.
loving people.
Well, that's it. I mean, I think people like me and you aren't really big city people. Like, we kind of grew up in smaller cities. Like, we'll go to a big city every now and then, but I wouldn't consider us, like, big city people at all.
No.
Like, we could just spend the rest of our lives in the smallest cities out there and be completely content with it.
Yep.
Because we're not really, like, the big city, like, type of people.
No.
We're
If
just
I
like-
go to a big city a couple times a year, I'm happy.
Yeah. It's true. But it is good to be back at the bar.
It is.
We'll throw in another cheers.
Woo.
It's nice to just come back here and chill out and talk about life and
We
our
had
journeys.
plans to try and do a distance
We
bar
did.
episode, but
did.
we both
Yeah.
had shoddy connections,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
timing
Just was not working out.
was not working.
So a lot of times that's kind of the thing. We were able to communicate a little bit over distance, which is great with the technology.
Yeah.
But for a lot of things, it just doesn't quite pan
Just
out.
didn't work.
But it's not meant to be. It's not
No.
meant to be.
No, this feels
So-
nice. We're back
Yeah,
with
exactly.
Our friends here.
Well, like we were saying, even if you do a video call, it doesn't even, like, in a way, it's nice to see the person, but it's so just, like, still on the screen, right? So when you're doing a video call with someone, it's like, oh, cool, like, I could see you and whatever, but they're just so far away that it's nice, but it's definitely not even remotely close to actually being with the person.
I had some
you know?
teary-eyed moments.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did.
yeah. During the video call?
Afterwards.
After the video call?
Yep.
Oh, did we miss each other that much? I missed you a lot.
I missed you.
Oh,
Yeah. I was with amazing people, but still.
that's cool. That's cool. You know, we've spent a lot of time together over these past few years, and definitely when you spend that time apart from someone you care about a lot, it's kind of hard in a way. Like, you know what I mean? You're kind of like, all right, I'll see you when I see you. And then 24 hours goes by and you're like, all right, this is long. Shit, you know? It's been a long time where you're like, oh, you're doing good. That's good. That's good.
Still life.
Yeah. And then some time goes by and you're just like, I kind of missed that person, you know? Like, damn, you know? So it's one of those things. It's like, it's good to see everybody having fun and out there and everybody's got to do their own thing. But then when you really care about someone, they're gone for a long time, you're just kind of like, I miss you.
Yeah. Did I ever have fun, though? I
That's
laughed and laughed and laughed because I actually met
Nice.
human beings with the
Nice.
same sense of humor. And
Nice.
that we could just bounce things off of each other without second guessing what we were
Yeah,
saying,
yeah,
or
for
getting
sure.
weird looks like we had three heads.
Yeah.
It was
Laughter
nice.
really does bring people together. And if you can get a group of people together and laugh about all kinds of things, it really does make the energy, the atmosphere that much better. You know what I mean? I think there's
Yeah.
just something about laughter and being together in a group and you're just laughing about things. It's just such a light-hearted thing in life.
Mm-hmm.
But if you could just make jokes about whatever's going on wherever you are, it just makes the atmosphere so much better, you know?
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. I'm glad you met some really cool new people that
Good.
you actually connected with, and you had a great time with. You learned a lot, and you had a lot of fun and shared some good laughs.
And these people, I'm pretty sure, will be lifelong
That's
friends.
cool, man. That's
Yep.
so awesome.
Yep.
That is so awesome.
It is awesome. It's really awesome.
And you got to ride a dinosaur.
I did, which was hella more difficult than I thought it was going to be.
Hella more difficult. So why is riding a dinosaur hella more difficult than you thought?
Well, because the dinosaur's got a big booty. And
A big booty?
He's got a big booty.
Oh, a big booty dinosaur.
And he is just tall enough to make it difficult to get on.
Oh,
Because you
okay.
can't, because he's got the big old booty, you can't
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
swing your leg over one side
Okay.
and kind of pull yourself up.
Yeah.
Because, your leg, even me and my ginormously long legs, dangled on the other side, and I couldn't get leverage. I needed help.
So you could barely get onto the thing. You could barely get onto the dinosaur.
I ended up being able to straddle it,
Okay.
but then, I couldn't get the leverage to pull my other leg up.
Oh, so you couldn't kind of get around, so you had to get someone to almost push you a little bit
No,
to
I
get
had
you
a
on?
hand grab.
So does the dinosaur have a hand grabber built into it?
No, I needed a friend.
So you're allowed to get on it, but you got to get a boost.
Oh, yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
That's pretty fun, though.
Unless you're maybe taller and lankier than me. I'm about 5'10". I have fairly good flexibility, all things considered.
Nice.
I learned this because the other two people I were with, well, one of them's really short, so I can't really blame her. But the other one, terrible flexibility.
Ooh, rough.
Yeah,
Rough,
I thought
rough.
he was gonna pop his hip,
Ooh.
pulling his leg off.
Oh, no.
So,
Oh,
if-
damn.
if you haven't been to, I think it's just in the U.S.
Oh, yeah, happy 4th of July
Happy
to our
4th of
to
July
our
to
friends.
American friends.
And shout out to you guys having your 4th of July down there. Absolutely.
But
Hope you all having a good party now.
they have the Sinclair gas station, whose mascot is a little sauropod.
Oh,
Or a big
yeah.
sauropod.
Yeah.
And there's
Isn't that the
That's
one?
him.
That's him,
That's
right?
him.
That's the mascot,
that's
right?
him. Yeah.
Yeah, the Sinclair dinosaur.
So I was able to kind of do this,
Yeah.
but then I like.
So you're kind of doing like a half split on it?
Yeah. So then I needed help to pull me up over top. But
Nice.
there's this person on the internet that has made this global phenomenon of riding these dinosaurs at different Sinclair
cool.
gas stations.
Cool.
And none of us had ever done it before.
Okay,
And us being
okay.
the paleo nerds that we are,
Yeah.
we purposely took a different way to hit
Try
this
it
gas
out.
station.
To try it out.
Yeah,
Nice. Did you all take a turn on it?
we did.
Okay. Did anybody get on without help, or
No.
nobody was able to just jump
No.
on, eh?
Nope.
Okay. Huh. Well, that's interesting.
Yep.
So you could barely get on it, but at the same time, I think maybe should they have made it smaller, or is it just the right size?
No, that's part of the fun.
Is
trying
they-
to figure out how to get on it.
It's perfect then.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
We tried.
You just look at it and you're like, can I even get on this thing? How do I get on
Well,
this thing?
you don't realize it until you walk up to it, and it's up to here on you,
Yeah.
and you're like, that's high. And we tried bringing a stone over and stepping on
To try
it.
to do like a lift kind of
Yeah,
onto it
that
to try
didn't-
to get up.
That didn't work. But our short friend, speaking of lifts, so he put his hands kind of like a basket.
Did the boost thing?
I did the boost.
Did the boost?
And I just grabbed her hand and pulled her over because she
Nice.
was
Yeah.
nothing.
And then she got on top of it.
She almost bailed. She
Oh,
almost
okay.
bailed because I
Okay.
think she got overwhelmed and freaked out.
Okay, fair.
And to be granted, the thing was taller than she was.
Yeah. Fair.
But we all did it.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
It was a pretty awesome moment.
That's sweet. I mean, I'm glad you were able to accomplish a lot of things that you had said that you would do at some point. And shout out to Wyoming for being an awesome place to check out, because those pictures and what I heard is just an amazing, amazing place there.
Lots of cows and cowboy things
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
antelope.
that's cool.
Yep.
Antelope.
Yeah, antelope.
Was there
Pronghorns.
deer around the antelope, or just
I
antelope?
did not see a deer. I only saw the antelope.
Did the deer and the antelope play?
Yeah, apparently.
Good,
Yeah.
good. As long as they were playing there, then that's what matters.
And he's particularly special, not only because he came from a gas station that I rode the Dinosaur at, and he was actually a gift. That was unexpected. Also,
He's so cool. I love this
I
guy.
know. This was the first time I got to dig up sauropods.
Nice.
I've never done that before in my excursions because I
Nice.
typically go to Cretaceous era rocks,
Yeah, yeah.
which is like mostly T-Rex and Triceratops that you're going to find, and a ton of hadrosaurs.
Cool.
So this was a really cool experience to
Sweet.
get to see bones that big in the
Sweet.
earth.
And you said that you guys just kind of lucked out because when you were going, you weren't sure if you were going to be getting rain or not.
Yeah.
And then you just lucked out that when you started to head for the dig site, the rain was holding off enough that you were actually able to go
Yeah.
and to look at all these things.
Yeah, it held off for the
So,
entire time except for maybe
You just
the last
cross
10
your
minutes.
fingers for the weather when you're going out on one of these digs, and you guys just made it good enough. You didn't get any rain to mess it up or anything.
The second group, the second day, kind of had a little bit of a scarier time, I guess.
Okay.
It rained a little bit more.
Okay.
The second day, like it rained at night,
Hmm.
and then it rained again in the morning. So that trackway was already wet.
Okay, fair.
And then it also rained while they were on the hill.
Oh, so
that's
they were able
why
to do it, but it was like a little
It
bit.
was a little scary, apparently.
It just kind of rained a little bit.
You saw
so.
them when they all come back.
Well,
there
it's
was
50-50,
there
right?
was a few people with mud on their knees.
Fair. So it's 50-50 how it's going to turn out as far as the weather when you're going to dig for these fossils
Yeah.
and search for
And
all
if
kinds of
it
things.
does rain, leave right away because
Okay.
it can be extremely dangerous.
Okay, yeah. So if it does start raining, just pack it up because it can get pretty wild.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
And Amanda brought us back these super cool little dig for dinosaur bones, little kind of little play toy thingies.
Yeah, I think they're
They're
for,
little
kids.
toys, 6+, so I think we qualified.
I think so.
And you can just carve out the little dinosaur fossils from these little toys, and it was
Yeah.
so much fun. It's like
It
a
was
little
fun.
clay or something,
You just, like,
and
pick
we're just
at it.
chiseling
Yeah.
at it. We're like chiseling at this little clay block, trying to get
Yeah.
these like little plastic fossils out or whatever.
Even that was
I'm just like, this is pretty cool.
you
Like,
can
what's
see
going
how
on?
much time
Like, what's going
it
on?
actually takes.
It was fun.
Yep.
That was cool.
It was a good time.
That was cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was a good time. And then I brought this guy home too.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what he does at the museum. I think he's an intern of some sort.
Okay, that's cool.
He and his wife go and hunt for these fossils.
Oh, nice. Check that out. Yeah.
So this is
That's
a
really
fish.
cool.
It's half a fish. So
Okay,
the head's
yeah.
over on this side. I find it looks like he's kind of trying
The
to
head's
eat
where?
something on this side.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. That's
Like
sweet.
you can see kind of the jaws.
Oh
here,
yeah.
and then,
Yeah.
like, eyes here.
The more I look at it, the more I see. That's for
there,
sure.
The ribs.
Yeah. And that's a fish.
This
You
is
said
like underneath.
that's a fish, like an old
Yeah.
ancient fish.
Yeah, this comes from the Green River Formation in Wyoming.
Wow.
And
Neat.
that formation
So neat.
is a Lagerstatten.
It's a Lagerstatten.
Lagerstatten. Which
Sounds
is,
like a beer.
It does.
I love myself a good
It's a
Lagerstatten.
German word.
My Lagerstatten's 12%, and I don't chug it. I just sip it. Lagerstatten.
Delicious.
Lagerstatten beer. Okay, keep going.
Okay. But that's the type of rock that it is. It's this kind of, I don't even know. Flaky, sedimentary, semi-dusty, kind of like baking powder stuff. But it has these beautifully preserved fossils in it.
Nice. Nice.
In the Green River Formation, it's gonna be fish,
Okay. Cool.
but you can find other things in this type of formation. Like they have an Archaeopteryx at
Okay.
Thermopolis that was
Okay.
found in Thermopolis.
Whoa, nice.
Archaeopteryx will forever be one of my favorite fossils.
Do you know an estimated time when they found that?
The
Or
Archaeopteryx?
yeah.
I want to say 2011, but don't.
Okay, so it's recent enough discovery within
I think
discoveries.
so. Don't quote me on that.
Okay,
I might
okay.
be mixing up my dates.
Fair, yeah, it's fair. But it's recent enough. It's
Recent
not
enough.
like the 1800s
No,
or so.
no.
This is a recent enough find that
Yeah.
they just found this.
Yeah, it's recent enough.
So I think, you know, what
It's one of the top specimens in the world.
What I'm always excited about and interested in is the fact that they just keep finding so much more cool stuff as they keep discovering and exploring. And I think that's so great for paleontology and the general, you know, field of everything like that. When you keep going out and you're finding new things, discovering new stuff, it's just so exciting that you never know what you're gonna get next.
Yeah,
I think that's great.
Is cool, and
It's
one
so
of their
That's so cool.
special finds at that museum and in Thermopolis is a little creature called Lori. That's her nickname.
Cool.
And Lori is a troodontid. So,
Okay.
They look kind of similar to raptors, but they got really, really big eyes. And
Say that we're gonna that's a
Troodontid.
troodontid. I think I've heard that.
Yeah. They were like an early dinosaur that
Cool.
a lot of people picked up on.
Cool.
But she's about this big.
Nice.
From the table.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
not big at all.
Huh.
And she was found amongst all these other sauropod bones.
Cool.
And that has never been found before.
What?
A small little theropod amongst a bunch of sauropod.
Huh.
So she's very unique, and they've never found another bit of any other thing that's like Lori.
Whoa.
I think that was in 2009 that they found her.
So this is super unique, and they've never found anything else like it.
Nope.
But it opens the door to being like there could be a lot of other stuff like it somewhere.
And why? Right? Why is my favorite question.
Yeah, if you ask why, it really gets cool.
Yeah, like
It really gets
why
cool.
would you find this one little theropod
But
by herself amongst these giants?
yeah,
So that we hypothesized, and it was fun.
give me your number one hypothesized. Wow, that's a tough word. Hypothesized. That's a tricky one. Hypothesized idea of to why that happened.
Do you want the standard one that would probably be more likely, or my outside the box thought?
Both.
Okay, so your standard one is that it was probably using them as protection,
Okay, fair.
hiding from bigger predators. My outside the box thought was I started thinking about animals and their symbiotic relationships and how there's a lot of these little birds that will sit on top of rhinos and elephants and shit and clean them, right? They'll eat their parasites or they'll eat the flies that are around.
Oh,
the animals.
yeah. I've heard
So,
about that.
And like one of the early things with Troodon and these types of animals is that they were insectivores. They were insect eaters.
Okay.
So I started thinking about that with her, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe that was her purpose. Maybe she was actually cleaning the sauropods,
Yeah.
and they have a little sickle claw like raptors do.
Yeah.
And we're always thinking this is for some sort of attack or like tearing at something, holding prey down. I'm like, maybe that's for like picking in between their toes or something weird like that.
Picking in between their toes?
Yeah, like maybe little Lori would go on the sauropod foot and like clean up their feet.
Maybe.
And so like it's kind of like a nail file almost, right?
Okay.
It's an outside the box thought.
Yeah, okay. You never know, though. You never know.
But We don't really
That's
have
possible.
examples of symbiotic relationships like that in
Yeah.
the paleo record. So
Well, a lot of it, I guess, would just be, like you say, theories, just different things that people aren't 100% sure of, right?
that's the fun of it.
That's why the question why, especially when it comes to things like that, is really cool because it just keeps getting cooler and cooler when you're just kind of like, well, why, that, and why that, and why that?
Why is there 2 toilets in one stall?
Why is there 2 toilets in one stall? She showed me this picture.
No one believed me.
She showed me a
The
picture.
entire time, I told everybody as soon
Why
as I
is there
got there.
2 toilets? Yeah.
This was the
We have
thing.
to say this one. This is
Yeah,
funny. This
so-
is so funny.
In Montana, one of the biggest paleontology museums there is the Museum of the Rockies in Bozeman. And the first time I went there, I stumbled into this bathroom that had 2 toilets in one stall and a drain on the floor. It was the most bizarre thing I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
so on this trip, I told these people about this toilet because we were going there. And I said I needed to find where this toilet was. And
Yeah.
everyone looked at me like I was crazy, like I was
It
making
didn't
shit
exist. Like you were just completely
Yeah,
out of your
and I was like,
train. You
no.
were just making things up,
Yeah,
and you're
like,
just
dudes,
off
this
your
exists.
rocker, and it
So
doesn't exist.
I went into every bathroom in that museum to find these toilets.
And what did you do? You found it. You found it, and
And
you took a
ironically-
picture, so it exists.
ironically-
It's real.
It is in the Da Vinci section of the museum.
Whoa, the Da Vinci section of the
Yeah,
museum.
and that's
Interesting.
what caused me to remember it because in that section there's all
Yeah.
these old cars,
Yeah.
and I remembered that from the first time I saw it, and it was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
I found the bathroom.
And see, in my mind, I'm like, there's close friends, and then there's close friends. You know what I mean?
Like,
So
I don't
like,
know about you, but I don't want to poop beside somebody.
no,
If I don't have to.
no, but I mean, there's some people that are close friends. So hey, I mean, it depends on your level of friendship, I suppose, or maybe even 2 strangers would want to go into the same stall and give it a shot for like a life experience. Maybe they have it there for like, are you risky enough to give this a go? I don't know. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
How much do you want to live on the edge, I suppose?
I meant to ask the person that we were kind of hanging out with there why they were there. So you're gonna have to send.
I
her
think
a
the
message.
answer would be,
She probably doesn't even know.
Yeah, I can't figure it out. I don't have any kind of logical answer to that. I think it's just all funny. I think it's just purely for comedic purposes and comedic purposes alone.
Yep.
That's the only thing that makes sense to me. And to just make fun of it, how silly it is. Basically, to
wonderful.
me, it seems like it's the only
pee at
thing.
one toilet, poop in the other.
You
one.
could, yeah. I mean, essentially, right? If you wanted to, yeah. I don't know, but it's so weird. You walk in and like you showed me the picture. I wasn't there in person, but I saw the picture and I'm
I
like,
took
this is
video,
so
too,
strange.
Just to double. show
Yeah,
people.
exactly. You got a picture, a video. This is a thing,
I
man.
have evidence.
This is a thing, man. A
It's a
thing.
thing.
That's so
Yeah,
funny.
it was a thing.
I think it's just pure comedic. Like
It
I
was
don't know. I
hilarious.
can't think of anything logical.
It's still funny, and I was.
Why would
so
you put 2
happy.
toilets in the same stall?
No.
2 toilets in the same stall. I don't understand.
We're talking scientists are hanging out here, and we can't figure this out.
I know. I
There
don't get it.
was a solid. I'd say probably 10 of us.
Maybe if you've watched too many horror movies and you've seen some stall scenes and it freaks you out, so you need some backup while you're going to a
Maybe.
stall, you can just have someone right beside you so you can escape the horror scene
That could
vibe.
be
And maybe that could be it too. Like if you're super paranoid of stalls because you've
be
just
it.
watched too many horror scenes or something, and you're like, this, I need to go there with a friend. I can't do this on my own. I just can't do this on my own. I can't get in the stall by myself. It's just too scary. It's too scary for me and I can't do it.
Can't do it.
I just can't get in this stall by myself. It's too scary. I'm telling you, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Can't do it.
When you're taking your big 4th of July dump because you're on your 8th cheeseburger and your gut's going, ah! Oh, I shouldn't have had that 17th cheeseburger. And you're like,
And your Budweiser.
so you clog the first toilet. You don't even have to change stalls. You hop over to the other one and you're just like, and you just let it rip in the second one because you're 18 cheeseburgers deep
And you shouldn't have had that extra cheeseburger, and your 4th of July party's going great, but it's coming out the other end, and you're just like, oh, I love the 4th of July. I love the 4th of July.
Talk about fireworks.
I love the fireworks coming out of my ass, and I have 14 cheeseburgers and some beer that's making my stomach do weird things. But that's your permanent diet anyway, so it is what it is. That's why they put both stalls there. That's why they do it. That's
That's it, eh?
Americans have it all figured out. I swear they have everything figured out.
They do. Well,
They do.
not
They
all of it,
do.
but they have a lot of it.
So much more figured out down there.
Canadians are fucking dumb.
I
And
don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it. Do I? Maybe? I don't know. I think
had this thought.
Americans are way better than us
And I
at
feel like
so many things.
There's a lot of people that would
Just so many
disagree.
things. God bless America.
Thank you.
Without America, everything would fall apart.
Absolutely.
So God bless America.
So I have had a stand that Canadians are really stupid and assholes for many, many years. And everyone's like, no.
We're making
Canadians
fun
are
of
so
our own
nice,
kind.
blah, blah, blah.
We're making fun of our own kind.
The entire time I was in the U.S., super nice people.
I know they
The
are.
moment I got back to Canada,
They're so nice.
dicks. Fucking dicks. Dumb dicks. Dumb dicks.
Oh,
At
I
least in
don't.
the States you'll find smart dicks.
Yeah, okay, fair. So smart dicks versus dumb dicks.
like
Is that where
smart
we're
dicks.
at? Is that where we're at?
That's where
Smart
we're
dicks
at.
versus dumb
Yeah,
dicks?
yeah.
Have we just become dumb dicks?
Canadians are dumb dicks.
Oh my god, what happened to us? Well, we're trying to turn the ship around, but
I'm not a dumb dick.
but God bless America though. I think they're holding this whole fort down right now. Without them, I think everything would just be collapsed. So,
Possibly.
So God bless them and their amazingness and NASCAR and stuff.
Anyway. Whoa.
God bless the USA.
Do you want to,
I just want to do this one too, since I brought this down.
I forgot about him. So this
Yeah.
is Beetlejuice. That is his name. Might be hard to see on camera because he's all white because I haven't painted him yet.
Yeah.
But he's a cast of a little trilobite. And trilobites are cute as fuck. And if you don't know what a trilobite is, look it up. Because they're cute as fuck. They don't exist anymore. But they were really cool. And they were one of the most diverse animals that have ever lived in the sea. Because they were kind of like a sea bug, really.
Neat.
A carnivorous sea bug. That would also eat its own kind.
And that's from a long, long time ago too. Like
Trilobites?
that's trilobites are
yeah.
like you're going
Trilobites
way
are
back
like-
with trilobites.
I don't even know when they started, but even older than 420 million years?
420 million years
At least.
for these little things, these trilobites.
At least.
That's so
Possibly
long
older.
ago.
I don't know. I'd have to look at the...
Trilobites are fascinating. I
love them. They're so cool,
yeah.
and they have the gnarliest compound eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, now the animal that has the most facets in its eyes, at least terrestrially, I don't know about in the sea, is the dragonfly. And these things blow dragonflies out of the water.
Whoa.
They have like double layers of compound eye
Whoa.
with thousands of facets. If you don't know what a facet is, it's the little lens in the eye of a compound eye. So it's kind of like a little TV, is how I describe it.
I have to say that that's fascinating. I have to do it. That's fascinating.
It is fascinating.
Fascinating. It's the little lens
Yeah, it's the little...
in the back of the eye.
Not in the back of the eye,
Oh.
because we have simple eyes. So we only have one pupil and one lens.
This is the kind of shit that I try not to screw up. Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, so compound eyes have multiple lenses.
Oh, yeah, okay. I feel like I'm remembering.
So it's like looking and seeing a bunch of TVs.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of how I explain it. When you walk into
Yeah.
Walmart and you see all those TVs.
Fair, yeah.
But on like thousands scale.
Cool, that's awesome.
Like, I think it's like 4,000. No, I think it's more than that. Anyway, I'm not going to make up numbers because I can't remember.
That's okay.
But yes, trilobites are cool.
That's sweet. Ever see a trilobite ride a dinosaur before?
Nope,
Well, now you have.
because they were dead.
Now you have. Well,
Isn't
now.
that sad?
Now a trilobite is now riding a dinosaur.
Change history.
We've changed history on top of a fossil. Wow. Now we've completely shifted history in a direction that it's never been gone before.
No.
We are taking it in a direction that it's never been gone before.
I gotta blow my nose.
She's got to blow her nose. Should I just bring in the album of the week? All right, folks. We got a beauty coming in this week for the album of the week. This dude could be the funniest dude on the planet, depending on who you ask. But this is a comedy album. Every time I put this thing on, I literally, I can't stop laughing. This guy is hilarious. I've been making people laugh for a long time. And I'm Gonna Be Dead Someday by Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan. I'm gonna be dead someday. What up with the album of the week? A comedy album has cracked the album of the week.
Comes straight out of my high school.
Well, we had Weird Al on one, so I guess this is the second comedy album that we're bringing on. But the comedy album.
But the difference is this one's actually a comedy.
This is stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
It's not well. He has one song, Voodoo Boona. I can't even say it. I can't even say it.
If you don't know, Voodoo
I can't even say it.
look it up. It's wonderful. Wonderful. The amount of times
I can't even say Voodoo.
I have listened to this in high school.
Voodoo Boonani. Voodoo. That's so funny. Oh my god, you've listened to this a lot too, eh?
Yeah, I have.
Holy man, I don't know if I hope everybody has heard this Joe Rogan
It's
album.
hilarious. If you're
My
easily offended, I
God.
would listen to it. But
Yeah, he recorded most of this in Houston, I think. It sounds like the audience is up there, but yeah, I'm Gonna Be Dead Someday is some of the funniest shit that you'll ever hear, and anytime I put this on, I just laugh so hard at everything. It's the funniest stand-up comedy CD album thing that that you can listen to. I mean, there's so many awesome different and we actually have the CD here from I'm not going to take up the case, but there's some cool pictures and stuff. I like the imagery. That's a cool shot.
Mm-hmm.
I like the way it was put together.
Black and Pink is classic.
Exactly. And I'm sure people have probably heard some of his podcast stuff. He's been doing that for a long time.
Yeah.
He's only talked to so many people. Super interesting and hilarious, man.
He
Oh
pushes
my
the boundary of a
god.
lot of things.
He does, but I
Makes
love
the people talk.
yeah, he does. And sometimes he'll get the people going, but he does it in his own way, man. And there's nobody else that can just kind of, express things and just say things as naturally as he can, I think. I don't know, it's just something, it's unique.
He's probably worked really hard on that.
It's just unique. Yeah, exactly. And just his ability to throw in little funny things, like when he's doing the podcast stuff, sometimes he'll just throw in the funniest little quirky remarks. I'm like, Joe Rogan's the funniest shit, man. Just the coolest, funniest dude. And I'd love to see him. I've never seen his stand-up live, but it's on my list. Maybe I don't know. They live pretty far away. They do the Comedy Mothership, with all the other comics and stuff in Texas.
Okay.
And,
well, I now have a bestie in Texas, so...
Yeah, so, all the comics that do all the stand-up that I want to see, they live pretty far away, and, he lives and does the Comedy Mothership in Texas, is they're building where they're at, and they're making awesome comedy there, but it's a little far away for us, so it's not like we can just kind of pop there. But I hear it's a great, funny place to catch some stand-up comedy, and this album is just so funny.
Funny.
Oh my god, it's hilarious.
He never released another one, eh?
I'm not 100% sure. I've listened to some of obviously, the podcasts and stuff, but I don't know if there's another actual album or whatnot. But there's just been so many different kind of pieces of material over time that he's created that I laugh so much. I'm just like, holy shit, it's too funny. So stoked that this made it in. We listened to it You know, I listen to it, you listen to it, and it's just too funny. The Joe Rogan CD this week for the album of the week. And Voodoo Punani, the funniest song. I'm not going to even say the rest of the things that are on it, but if you want to check out this one, I hope everybody's already heard it. But if you haven't heard it yet, oh my God. It's, like you say, though, 18 plus content only. 18 plus content. Parental advisory. Blah, 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 blah. Words and comedy and stuff. But I think, you know, the thing that I love about comedy is so many people do it in so many different ways.
Yeah.
That's what I love the most about comedy, is there's no one way to do it. There's no one way to do comedy, whether it's stand-up, whether it's whatever. And that's why I'm a big fan of comedy, because you can do it in your own way, but just differently, and you can come in with your own thing. And just the way he does comedy, to me, I just think it's hilarious. So I'm a big fan, and I love that CD. It's great. And that's you know, that's what I got.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cool for the album of the week, the Joe Rogan Experience.
I'm pooped now.
Are you tired?
Yeah.
Can we put him on the dinosaur with the thing? No, that'd probably break, eh? We'll leave it on the side. Yeah, I wish you know, Texas was closer, but I do catch local stand-up comedy whenever we can. We get out there, so there's a lot of places here that we can catch some people doing stand-up comedy. And you know, I try to be funny myself. I have my moments. People tell me all the time that I have my moments, so I'm trying to be funny myself, and I have my moments. So you know, that's cool. I'll take him I take him where I can get him. I take him where I can get him.
Yeah.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
Excuse me while I take my dead things.
Are you taking your dead things?
Yeah, I'm taking my dead things.
So for the wrap up of our 100th episode,
Oh, Jesus.
I just wanted to make sure that we covered everything, because I don't know, I want to leave him having so much fun.
I know, but I'm tired.
And you just blew your nose, so your nose is starting to run. Your nose is starting to run. It's good to be back. It was fun to hang out.
Yeah.
And we'll wrap it up by putting your dinosaur on your hat. And yeah, that's really cool. Oh. He's like, nope, not gonna happen. Stay awesome. Happy 4th of July again.
Happy 4th of July.
Yeah, don't eat too many cheeseburgers or else you're gonna be shitting your pants. You got fireworks coming out your butt. You're gonna need 2 toilets.
No one wants that.
No one wants that. Bye.